Hi, this is Coach Jason at Art of War MMA. Today I'm going to show you guys the proper way to throw a basic jab and then a jab cross. Very simple, but it's also a very effective basic combination. And so a lot of times when I'm teaching this, I see a lot of basic mistakes. So we're just going to try to clean up some of these basics. So let's just start with, the stance will be a little bit different for boxing versus MMA versus kickboxing. I'm just going to kind of show you guys like more of a boxing stance, which would be like a little more bladed like so, as opposed to a little more of a square stance. So we're going to be a little bit bladed like this. I like to sit my weight back on my back leg. And we're just going to have these ribs, or these elbows tucked right into your rib, okay? So it should feel like pretty natural here. We don't want to be out here like this. Okay, so all we're going to do is like, we're going to look at like kind of the footwork. All I'm going to do is kind of like drop my weight and take a little step, okay? You may want to just throw a jab and have that be the only punch you throw as like a feeler, right? So you may not even throw a punch behind it. And in that case, you could be moving forward, backwards, sideways. I'm just going to show like a basic in and out, okay? So all it's going to do is my front foot's just going to like take a little step and come back like that. As I do that, right, my hand's coming straight out and it's rotating, right? Bop, bop. And as I'm doing that, so let's break down some of these details. My elbow is staying in, right? It's not flaring out like that. My fist is rotating, and I'm just dropping my body weight. Also notice my chin is tucked. So as I throw that and I drop my body weight and I rotate my fist, you can see how my shoulder's kind of protecting my chin there, okay? The other reason I like to rotate the hand is it adds that snap at the end. It makes it faster to get out and get back, and it adds damage, right, because you're rotating. And it also brings your shoulder up. So for all those reasons, I like to rotate that fist, and I'm also going to rotate my shoulder back, okay? So if there's just boom, it's just that, okay? Boom. Okay, so in this case, I'm just getting in and out. I may want to be moving forward and then moving off to the side or ducking, right? So if you're moving forward, sometimes a little head motion after you throw it, like that, okay? Or a head motion off to the side, right? So we don't want to just jab somebody and just be still standing right in front of them. So we either want to be in and out, or we want to be ducking, or we want to be throwing a power punch behind it, okay? So once again, I'm dropping my weight, rotating my fist, rotating my shoulder slightly, okay, and you can see this hand's obviously staying really tight, and then I'm right back, okay, bop. Okay, very simple, in and out. Let's say we want to throw a cross behind that, okay, so we want to throw just the classic 1-2 combo. Again, what I don't want to do is when I throw the 1-2 is I don't want to be too high and have this foot not on the ground. I see this a lot where people are kind of trying to throw the cross like that. Okay, that's a little exaggerated, but basically you want to keep your weight down, right? So as I sit down on that jab, now I'm in a great position to rotate on that cross, right? And so a lot of times I see people really kind of stiff up like this. It's very hard to throw power when you're straight like this, right? Very hard. So if I'm just sitting weight back like this, boom, boom. Okay, then I'm going to either step back or I'm going to duck out. Okay, I'll show you guys the duck out. So it'd be jab, cross, and then I'm just going to move my right foot and my left foot follows, right? So as I exit afterwards, I'm just doing that, okay? I'm dropping my weight on that jab, sitting down on it. Now I'm sitting down on that cross. I'm bringing that right hand back, and I'm ducking out to the right, okay? Because quite often when people try to counter that right cross with a left hook, we want to duck out after that. So one more time. 1, 2, duck, right? And you can see I'm really rotating that hip on that cross. We don't want to just rotate to there. We want to really twist and sit through on that right cross, and you're going to have a lot more power. And also notice my head level is dropping a little bit, so if they're counter punching, it's going to be going off your forehead and not your chin. Okay, one more time. 1, 2, duck. 1, 2, duck. Making sure that's up as I'm ducking. Another really basic footwork drill that new people can do as you're starting into boxing, you always have to remember, when boxers say keep your feet underneath you, they're just simply meaning, I want to have those feet underneath, so as I throw punches, right, I'm centered, right? I'm not leaning forward off balance like this, right? So as you get started in boxing, one of the basic drills I have my new people do is just stepping, right? My lead foot stepping, my back foot stepping first, right? It's just really simple. Okay, I'm not crossing my feet, I'm just taking these little steps. Forward, forward, and my back foot's coming with me, now my front foot's coming with me. Okay, very simple drills to do, right? So this is going to be really key, just developing this stance in boxing, the ability, front foot moves, back foot's just right underneath me, right? Wherever I go, whatever I do, I'm keeping those feet underneath me, right? I'm not getting my feet too spread out. I'm not leaning forward too much off balance. Okay, so that footwork drill, really easy basic warm-up, and then if you master that 1-2, that's going to be, you know, one of your go-to combinations in boxing or MMA fighting.